Gears of War Damnation, Chapter 10, Descension. It was finally here, the day of our attack. We were taking the battle to the Locust Horde. We were going to attack them on their own turf. Prescott just finished giving what honestly has to be the greatest speech I've ever heard. We will destroy them. And I will get my answers. I will find out why these things do what they do and what happened to my brother. That is no question. The soldiers piled up on each rig as we got ready to reach Landdown. But of course, it wasn't going to be easy getting there. The Locusts immediately started attacking us. The Reavers rained down from the sky. Locusts piled up on every rig, attacking everyone. It was just a battle of life and death just to get the war started. We weren't even in the Locust Hollow yet, but they were already doing everything they could to stop us. My rig, luckily, I had amazing comrades. We were taking out all the Locusts, and we killed several Reavers, and we were able to reach the town of Landdown fairly easily. But of course, even just being in there was a battle of itself. We fought strange new locusts, these things called tickers. They run really fast and try to suicide themselves on you. The thing that was crazy is at one moment one of them even jumped at me, and out of sheer reaction, I punched it, and it went flying. One of my comrades actually shot it out of midair. It felt like we were playing a game of life and death. After so many years, while these things still scare me to my core, there is various instances where they don't bother me as much, and fighting them is second nature. We finally reached Landdown, and it seemed like everything was fine, until suddenly, something we never expected happened. We knew we would be on constant attack on Landdown. That wasn't a question. We vanquished some of the locusts that appeared before us, but something new appeared. Something I never would have ever fathomed. A new locust appeared. He was huge. He was easily 7-8 feet tall, maybe even bigger. He was wielding a huge, what seemed like a spear, but that wasn't quite right. It had chainsaws on it, on both ends. I saw it attacking several gears. It even chopped a tank in half. And it started attacking a few fellow of my gears. A man wearing a cowboy hat and what seemed like an Indie. They both were fighting him, and they helped two other gears escape. I guess two of those gears were stuck in their grinders. They told us in training that once the seats were locked, they weren't able to be opened until you landed. I guess that thing attacked them perfectly at the worst moment. The man wearing the cowboy hat and the Indie took him on, chainsaw to chainsaw. I immediately unleashed cover fire for them. I was shooting at that thing as much as I could, trying to damage it, trying to help them. But the second that thing saw me start shooting at them, it jumped up and landed before me. He immediately went to chop me in half with that weapon of his, but I was able to react and barely blocked it with my chainsaw as well. It sent me flying though. I flew at least about 7-8 feet and hit the ground hard. I was heavily dazed, and I was willing to get back up and continue helping those two gears. But my sergeant came up to me and told me to leave, to escape. I told my sergeant I couldn't do that. There was no way. He barked some technicalities at me and told me that it was an order that I needed to leave. I wasn't going to listen to him. I stood up, heavily shaken, but still conscious, and told him that I wasn't abandoning my fellow gears. Next thing I knew, I saw a fist hit me square in my face, and that's all I remember. Turned out that my sergeant really didn't want me to die. He knocked me out and forced me into the grind lift. He forced me with one of my fellow comrades. And next thing I knew, I woke up underground. I couldn't believe what had happened. I immediately shot up and started screaming out of anger. I really wanted to help my sergeant. I really wanted to help those two gears against whatever that thing was. It was extremely powerful. Looked like it could have been like a general or something. I remember hearing a while back that there was a really huge locust that was the general of the army. He looked like a drone, but he was far bigger. I believe his name was Rom. I believe 2 soldiers took him out. Kinda hard to believe that he was so powerful if only 2 soldiers were able to stop him. But I guess he was what stood between them and letting off the light mass bombs several months ago. Now, this new locust, this new thing with the twin chainsaws, I guess it's its replacement, I guess. But there's no reason to even think about that now. I'm underground with another one of my comrades. We needed to investigate the area and find out where to go next. This place is eerie. Its pure silence makes me feel uneasy, and I feel like I can see strange structures in the distance. So this is where the locusts live, huh? This is where they came from before they destroyed the world, before they killed my parents, before they unleashed hell on Earth. My mission is simply to help find the locust leader and kill it, and to kill as many locusts as possible. As much as I hate being down here, I can't help but love my objective. But while I carry this mission out, I'll also use it to my advantage to find out everything I need to know. Me and my comrade made our way to what we can see in the distance. Look almost ancient, weird structures. And in the distance we could hear voices, weird growlings, strange screechings. There's definitely things there. What are they? I asked myself. I was about to find out soon enough.